like.
Just every night, right when we get in the door, we're just going at it in the living room before the door even shuts.
He's a real man. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel.
It's Buddy.
And it's Deb.
And story time about what, Deb?
Our first time.
First.
Ooh.
Uno.
Gonna get juicy up in here.
Juicy?
So, basically we're gonna be telling you guys our first times doing certain things. So, I got a few of them, and we're gonna talk about them.
Like my first time eating apple pie?
No.
Or
Our first times together.
apple pie?
And now it's called an apple pie? Okay. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, we will be doing our first giveaway. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, like this video, comment,
subscribe today.
But once we get a little closer, or once we hit 1,000 subscribers, we'll go over all the details on how to enter to win.
Yeah.
So, alright, are we ready to get into this?
Ready, spaghetti.
Okay, let's do it. It's our first time meeting each other.
Oh, shit.
So basically we're gonna go like, give his opinion and I'll give my opinion.
Wait, how about you first?
Oh, why me first?
I don't know, ladies first.
Okay, fine. So our first time meeting was at the bar, and
The bar.
okay, well, let me just add this in real quick. So the first time I met him and he didn't even know I existed in this planet Earth was at my old job. And he'd come in often with like his brother, his twin brother, or his friend. And I would see this man and I was like, oh my god, this guy's so freaking hot. Like, who is he, you know? Like,
Weird.
I just like, would, he was just so dreamy.
Weird.
So, anyways, but then when we first officially met, it was at the bar. And oh my god, when I found out this man sent me and my sister a drink, I was like, it was just amazing, and then it was history from there. Alright, you tell them a little something. Well, I guess I just told them how we met. We don't
But
really
you
have
didn't
to.
really say your first opinion. I guess you did. That's your first opinion.
Yeah, I was just like, this guy's sexy as.
But then you didn't. So what am I answering?
Exactly, that's why I feel like this question is kind of just
Okay, well that was the introduction of our first beginning, Buddy and Deb, in the beginning of a show.
And well, it was the beginning of this show.
I mean, without that day, we wouldn't have the show.
Yeah, true.
But anyway, let's say, what's the question? Out of that is like, what was our first impression?
Yeah,
or what was
our first impression.
Our first like thoughts and stuff.
Sure.
Okay, go.
Well, I already said my first impression was damn.
But you're not saying the other part that you're like, damn, he's old.
Well, that's like getting into details.
That might be second impression.
Basically, I just thought he was freaking the most good-looking man on planet Earth. Sexy, handsome, beautiful. And I just was like amazed. And then when we actually got to sit and talk to each other, I was even more amazed. And then I found out about his age, and I was like, shit, damn it. But it's okay. But it didn't turn me off or anything.
Yeah.
It just made me a little like, dang. Anyways, but that's about it. How about you, babe? What was your first impression of me?
My first impression of Deborah was very unique because I'm older, more well traveled around it and things like that. So I was just thinking like, man, she's really carrying herself really well, and I can't see her so well from here, but I can see she looks super like she with just a really nice shape. And very well carrying herself and handling the guys that are trying to flirt with her. I loved how she handled them and then the body language she gave them. And I just saw her and her sister giggling, talking to each other, being girls. And I just thought, you know, I couldn't keep my eyes off of her, so I sent the drinks over. And then before you know it, they actually came around to me and my friend. There was two of us and two of them. And I was so happy that she was like in the lead, so her sister was behind her. So she got to like decide who she sits with, because she didn't know which one of us had sent the drink, you know. She just thought those guys sent the drink. is what the bartender told her, right?
Yep.
So yeah, so you know, she could have thought it was my friend, and so anyway, she sat next to me. Woo, 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 woo.
Of course.
I'm not gonna tell who my friend was because I was like, JP. And then anyway, that was just the beginning, and I got all happy. And the thing that was weird about her, different than anyone else I ever met, is you know the deal, guys. The closer they get, the flaws start showing. But with her, the closer she got, the more flawless she became.
Oh.
And I was just shocked by her natural beauty. I was literally shocked and amazed. It is the first time literally in my life, that as we spoke, I was getting more and more impressed, like times 1,000. Like not just a little more impressed, but like to that level of magnitude. It was just amazing, and I'm not exaggerating. I'm not just trying to be nice.
Thanks, baby.
But she is the only woman I ever met that, like, it just really shocked me how beautiful she was up close and personal, and how well educated she spoke, and how well she carried herself like a real woman, not like some trash, and not like a girl who's thirsty. And so whatever she's liking me, she sure was hiding it good. But at the same time, she was definitely coming across like we have a natural attraction.
Yeah.
And then that's the key, natural. No,
it was very natural.
No, it was like trying.
Nope.
The other thoughts I had, which I never thought again, was, man, like I don't want a girlfriend right now. And I definitely never wanted to get married when I met her, because I had already been married before. And I was just like, man, this is the first girl I ever met I could marry.
Well, you just said you never had thoughts of marrying again.
I didn't want to get married, but I knew instantly, like, oh, this could be the girl I break all my new wants of not ever being married again and not being like too serious right away.
Yeah.
I was like, well, this is the one I could throw all those things out the door. I would love to be with her.
That's because it's meant to be. We're soulmates.
She's perfect. She's my perfect woman.
Question. Our first time going on a date.
Ooh.
So our first date, this is kind of tricky. So
our going on a date was the club.
Yeah.
With your sister and
well, I don't know. It was a date, but it wasn't a date. It wasn't like me and you just date.
Yeah.
It was more like hanging out group friends.
Yeah, exactly.
But the first time we actually got to hang out, that I'm gonna just consider it a date because I just feel like it was a date. Was one night. So mind you guys, we were texting and talking for like a good month, before
2 or 3 weeks.
we actually started hang out. Like we would bump into each other at the bar, see each other talk then, but it was never alone or anything like that. So anyway, so one night I'm just hanging out, bored, and I end up texting him. I'm like, what are you doing? And he's been asking me to go out, and I'm always saying no, not because I didn't really want to, but one, I was kind of nervous. Two, I was just really busy. I had a baby. I couldn't just leave all the time. But and like I said, I was getting nervous because of his age, and I just wasn't sure. And I also just got out of a relationship, so I didn't want to rush into things. But anyways, so one night I text him and I'm like, hey, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, I just got home hanging out. I'm like, okay, want to hang out? And he's like, okay, you can come over if you want. So I'm like, hell yeah, I'm coming over. So I went over to his little apartment, and we ended up just talking. Did we play cards? Yeah, we played cards. Oh, he had my beer. He had asked me what kind of beer, or he already knew because I think at the bar and stuff, he had seen me always drinking the same beer, Blue Moon.
Yeah.
So he bought a 6-pack Blue Moon, and he had his own drink. And anyways, we were just drinking and talking, and it was just a really good night. And nothing happened. No. No sleeping together. I went home a few hours later, but.
Yeah, it was a great time, a great night.
Yeah, so that was our first date hangout.
And we got along really good chemistry, and it was really good.
Yes. And then the next question that kind of ties into this was, when was our first kiss? Well, our first kiss was actually that night, but at the end of the night, like, he walked me to my car, and we just like, it was just like, I don't know, it was so natural, huh? We like hugged each other, and we just like, it was really sweet.
Yeah.
Any thoughts or things you want to add into that?
No, that was pretty much it. He was very perfect and just right, and just really about respecting her, and just at the same time, like you said, it was natural. It just felt like we both wanted it more, but we were just like, knew that we wanted to mean something and be special.
Yeah. And that night, like, when I went home and I realized, like, wow, he didn't try anything, like, it actually made me, you know, want him more and like him more, because, like, these guys nowadays, they're always just trying to get in girls' pants. So it's like, if someone's coming over, it's like, get some. But, like, it wasn't like that for us, and that, like, really meant a lot to me. So it was really good.
Yeah.
Okay, next question is our first time. Are you guys ready for this? Doing the deed.
Oh,
doing the dirty, which isn't really dirty for us.
Yeah.
But I'll let you start this one off. Go ahead, baby. How was our first time?
Well, see, we were getting along so good, so after that, our next date was like 2 days later or so. It was like a Friday or Saturday night. It's probably Friday.
I feel like it was a week after that.
It was only a few, 2 or 3 days later, and then I was like, okay, so this time, since we're gonna be going out to a club, you're just gonna stay the night. And I was like basically telling her that and laughing and smiling about it over the phone, and then you know, being super confident, and then I was taking more control. And just showing that confidence, because that's who I am, and that I just felt like that was the stage we're at, and it worked perfectly. And I said, make sure you pack your little baggie to have whatever you need, because I wanted her to feel comfortable and such, and etc. And that's what happened. And there we were, our first night. We got back from the club, and no one was drunk at all. We just had a few drinks, but nothing.
Yeah.
Definitely not drunk.
No.
And it's definitely a very, a lot of chemistry, perfect chemistry, and Deborah was just so intense and so much effort she was putting into all her moves.
Oh my God, babe!
So I just loved it.
Oh my God.
And she basically wanted me to take control, enthusiastic to help her experience more and stuff like that. Like you said,
right.
It was just great, and we were just addicted from there on every night.
That's so true. Honest to God, that's pretty true. Okay.
Because after that, it was just every night, right when we get in the door, we're just going at it in the living room before the door even shuts.
Babe, you take too much.
Because I'd be waiting for her to get out of work, and when she's out of work, it was like we only had an hour or so just because their mom's babysitting first. We gotta go ahead and get it in.
Babe, stop. You're saying too much.
Yeah, it's the best.
Oh my God. So anyway, let's
Best
just
2 months
say
right there.
our freaking first time doing the thing was freaking, whew, I don't even know the word. Let me think of the word. It was just like out of this world, okay? Let me tell you guys, I was 21. You know, I've had experiences, but trust me, I've never had, I don't want to be too vulgar on here. I've never had the experience, if you know what I mean. Like, I never been woo in heaven. So this was just amazing. Plus, like, he's a real man. So it was just amazing. It was like really, really good. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe this is what it is all about. This is what this is how it is. This is what it is. Anyway, and like you said, we were just like addicted. It was just amazing and very like chemistry. Like I was nervous, but then he made me feel so comfortable at the same time. Like it was just perfect. It was like the perfect moment.
What did you tell your sister the next day when she asked you? She's like, did you guys do it?
I was like, oh, we freaking did it. And it was the best thing ever. It was just bragging.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah. Our first time argument. Our first argument.
I don't remember their first argument.
I know. Well, I think it was on your birthday.
Yeah, that was probably
the first 3 months.
Probably. Yeah.
But I don't remember what it was about. You were mad at me, got upset at me because I was being a little.
I don't remember.
Oh my god.
How are you gonna tell it if we don't even?
I don't know. I know. Honestly, I don't remember it. It wasn't like too crazy, but I feel like it was just like, it was our first, because we were starting to really, really get to know each other, be around each other 24/7 almost, like, or every day. And then, like I said, I was probably just being a brat, and on his birthday, I know, bad girlfriend.
I think you were just, it was about sharing so many people with
there was
attention.
Exactly. Like, Buddy's very, 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 very well known in Modesto, and especially back then, like, everyone wanted to be around him. It was his birthday, too, so it was just like, and I was just like, hey, I'm right here, babe. No, but I don't know if it was really about it. I don't know, but I just remember him being mad at me when we were both buzzing and like kind of drunk. He didn't even get birthday sex from me. That's like the saddest day. But we did it the next day. So fun is our first vacation. So, what was it, babe?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Was it the one to Vegas or Hawaii? Was that first? Technically, it was Vegas.
Wait, I don't remember either.
For your birthday, right?
I thought it was Hawaii.
Was Hawaii was right after that. Yeah, your birthday was the first.
So our first vacation was Vegas.
Las Vegas.
And that was my first time as an adult going to Vegas, so it was really fun.
It was cool, yeah.
It was fun. We had a good time.
Yeah, it was just us two. And we stayed about 3 nights only, but it was fun. And we did shows. We did just typical things.
Yeah.
Only one night in the club, though. Only one night.
We only did one night in the club.
Yep.
It's fine.
Because
yeah, I don't know why.
That time we were already living together for months.
Yeah.
And we had a good time, and it was just cool to go. And
yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah, the weather wasn't the best, so I remember that.
Oh, yeah. So. Well, we went in January for my birthday, so it was winter time.
But sometimes you get lucky.
Yeah. But it was fun. And we've been to Vegas other times after that, and it's been really fun. It's always a fun place to go. What goes on
our last time
in Vegas?
Our last time was our funnest, I think.
Yeah. Our next question is our first time having him fight. So, I know, but not so in that noise, it was more like, So, our first time, oh my gosh, so Buddy's had fights before me, like being together, he's had MMA fights, boxing.
Just a few.
So, it was in like, we were already together for 2 years before your first fight.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, so, oh my gosh, guys, I was so nervous, like, seeing your man, or knowing your man's about to be in that ring and freaking be face-to-face with another man. Like, I was nervous not because I thought, like, he's not gonna, freaking beat the guy up, but I'm just nervous, like, it's just, like, nerve-wracking, it's like, ah! So, yeah, it was just amazing. It was an amazing feeling, but again, like, I was nervous, but I knew he was gonna beat his ass. And Buddy's the type, like, he doesn't want me to be saying, like, beat his ass, he doesn't like that kind of language. So, but I yelled it anyways out there. I was like, come on, babe, beat his ass, you got it, knock his ass out. But anyways, it was just really, really fun. Yeah. It was such a fun experience, and after that, I've got to see him, 2 more times?
Yeah, and that, for me, my first time with her watching me, was there added pressure or anything? I would say a little bit, but not much. Because, again, I just been in sports my whole life, so
yeah.
I did, do I want to impress her? Yeah, but when I'm actually in there, does it really cross my mind? Only, not really in that aspect, but more just gives me more motivation. As I basically use people I love, my kids, my brother, my mom, my dad, God is a strength. And so now I have her too, so that just gives me extra strength, and that's pretty much it. I see her as a huge motivator and a strength factor, and it basically gives me extra confidence, and that's a big plus. And I love to be able to look over there and like make her feel that I'm okay and don't worry, and basically do a good job so that she could just have that proud feeling like, Because I see how proud it makes her, and then it makes me want to win again and again and again. So that's what I'm hoping to do, or I'm gonna do the next 4 or 5 years as a pro.
Yes.
Watch out, guys, coming soon.
Buddy Boy Sierra, I'm your #1 fan.
Alright, guys, that was our time. First time. And time to wrap it up.
I think that's all our first times. So, well, I'm sure we have a lot of more first times, but
we'll hit you back with #2 for the nitty gritty first times.
We already did the nitty gritty. We didn't know.
The super nitty gritty.
Alright guys, we hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button.
Subscribe, please.
Like this video, comment, share. And we shall see you guys on the next one.
Peace.